Yo, 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 what is up? You're tuning in live into the B-Boy Network. We're just getting warmed up. B-Boy Network reacts. We're going to start the show in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Tell a friend live on Instagram and on the Profowon channel on YouTube and on the B-Boy Network channel on YouTube. How's everyone doing on this fine Tuesday evening? We're going to start the show in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Tell a friend, B-Boy Network React with Profowon. And we're going to be reacting to the Redbull BC1 Denver Cypher. We have 3 people watching. Let us know where you are watching from. Drop the country, state, and city. I'm actually going to we'll see, like if Josh is in the chat. Let's see if, maybe we'll take a vote on what I'm going to react to. But I got a few battles I'm going to react to, for sure. I have a few battles in mind. Let us know where you are located at. Country, state, city, and crew if you represent a crew. B-Boy Network Reacts. We're going to start the show in 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. All right, we're going to start the countdown right now. What up, Josh? Check out our moderator. I got Josh, B-Boy Network.
This video has been brought to you by Bcone. Go to the website and register. Check out what they have to offer at Bcone.
Yo, what's up? It's Shadow Rocket Pro 41 of the Floor Gangs and Knuckleneck Tribe, and you're watching B-Boy Network Reacts with Pro 41. How's everyone doing out there this fine Tuesday evening? All right, so as you know, when we're on here, we basically react, predict sometimes, and talk about topics of breaking. And if you are on here and we're tuning in live from my Instagram, at PROFO_FLGZ, right? Like you're watching live here. But if you want to join the chat, you have to go to the B-Boy Network channel on YouTube. And you can go to the Profowon channel on YouTube. So we got a great show today. obviously the Red Bull BC1 Denver Cypher happened on last Friday. Here's the thing. When I do these reactions, I really try not to watch any videos. Yet I can't help it because there's some clips that come out. But in general, I haven't watched these battles. What we're gonna do today, though, is I'm gonna pick a few battles. Josh, if there's anything you specifically want to watch first, or let's leave it to the chat. What up, Mr. T? Are you paying attention? Do you know what battle we should watch first? Let us know. All right. Let us know. Let us know what battle we should watch first. Because if not, if I don't hear anything in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna pick one. Now, obviously, we're gonna start out with the B girls. All right. I'm gonna go by like what I feel like we should watch. Unless in 10 seconds, y'all give me something. Because I might start straight out at the semifinals, right? Josh, is there anything that you specifically want to watch? Because if not, I'm gonna leave it to the chat. So okay. All right. So here, let me put it up real quick. Let me put the list up. Oh. All right. Okay, so this is the list. All right. This is the list. So here, let me make that bigger. Okay. So these are the we're not gonna watch prelims, that's too long. But we got top 8, right? Top 16. Top 8 is Nikki versus Bree, Mizuki Green versus India, Janada versus P Love, Lightning versus KT, KT versus India, Nikki versus Janada, Nikki versus India, Janada versus KT. All right, let me know right now, because I'm about to pick one, who we should watch first. Who's someone we should watch first? If I don't hear anything in 10 seconds, I'm going to pick, okay? I'm going to just start from the semis, too. So if there's a favorite B-girl you want to watch right now, say something or forever hold your peace. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, I'm hearing nothing. I got nothing from y'all. Nothing. Okay? Guys, just some lurkers. Okay. All right, that's the case. Then I think the first battle I want to see, where is it? Semifinals will be KT versus India. That's the battle I want to watch. Make sure this ad is done. All right. Make sure this ad's done. Skip the ad. Boom. Okay. All right. So, up first, the first battle we're going to watch from the B-girl battle is the semifinals, and it is KT versus India. Let's go. There you go. Where is it? And boom. KT said I'm gonna set it off first. Here, watch this. Okay, starting out with the Munch Milk. All right. Make sure my face is on there. That way it's copyright claim. All right. One India, represent that Northwest. Right? Right, starting strong again. KT was a little bit more technical in the first round. Okay. That's the Munch Milk. Good head freeze. That's freeze. All right. There's another head freeze. All right. Down 2. Side top. We're gonna keep doing that. You keep put it up. You type in after that with the screen. Yo, okay, with no halo. With no halo swipe. 360 or ninja freeze.
Oh yeah. All day, all day. Whoa.
All right. Last round for India. Definitely more on the dancing tip. Okay. Okay. Real quick, what we're gonna do is pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. Hold on. All right, let's see if the audience wants to get involved. All 6 of you. Who do you think won that battle, and who do you think the judges are gonna vote for? So let's do that. Let's not go by my judging. I'm just gonna go by what I think the judges are gonna go by. We're gonna go to the far left. Obviously, we got Ronnie Ruin from Style Limits. In the middle, we got Bigo Kate, and on the far right, we have a man Data from Colorado. I think here's the thing: Ruin, Kate, and Data like dancing, and one thing KT was technical, but India was definitely the stronger dancer. I feel like as far as move wise, dynamically, and strength, I would say KT's stronger, right? Like windmill swipe is still really hard to do for me, and she did. Well, she started her first round with a bunch of like tombstones, and then she had very technical type transitions, technical type like threads, and then her second round she did like halo windmill swipe. When she did the 360 or ninja freeze, it was a little bit off, but maybe that was on purpose. I don't know. But going by the judging panel, I'm going to say it's going to be unanimous as far as 3 judges voting for India. All right. Let me know what you guys think. I could be wrong, right? I'm watching the judges. Here we go. And play. Oh. Okay, 2-1? Oh, shit. All right. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. Shoot, I thought that. Honestly, I thought that which called me to the finals. Whoops. I was wrong. But technically, on execution wise, KT's stronger. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that the judges were going to go by the dance. I mean, granted, India kind of repeated certain things, right? Like she did 2 head freezes in the first round. She did 2 head freezes. Second round, she did a head freeze, a variation, right? It was this versus this. But strength wise, athletically, KT was stronger. So obviously she's getting to the finals. She got to the finals. All right. And I was wrong. Hey, you know what happens. All right. So obviously, what we're gonna do is watch right. Where is it? Semifinals. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Finals, wait. Where's KT? Where's Janida? Where's her Janida? Where's her semis? Click for Janida's semis. Okay, Nikki V versus Janida. Okay, here we go. All right. So with this battle, obviously, both East Coast, but Janida is originally from the West Coast, but learned breaking in the East Coast. Nikki's, okay, so we kind of have the opposite a little bit. The next battle is if you could put that up on there, the chat, Josh. Nick EV versus Janada. It's almost the same thing a little bit, but instead of dance, like India's really good at top rock and the dance. Janada is very technical. She has technical moves, right? Like little movements that chain together. While Nikki's very physically strong. So what we're gonna watch right now is the semifinals of the Red Bull BC1 B-Girl battle. And we're gonna have Janada versus Nikki. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna put my face up there. It's copyright. We'll see if copyright happens because of music, though, right? All right, up first we got Nikki. There you go. Great shot. Bong, like that. Super strong. Solid so far. You did one little thread, and that's the one thing when you battle someone, you gotta be careful when you're trying to match what they're strong at. You know what I'm saying? That's like me doing power against ruins. Like I wouldn't do that. I would just dance on them. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm not the only one that's Janada. See? See, Josh? Okay. Again, the small technicalities. The small technicalities, you know what I mean? Flexibility. All right, round 2. ATV. He said Janada. He said Janada. Again, Nikki V very strong. Physically strong. We're gonna listen for Wicked when he says it again. Okay. Ooh. Even though she recovered, that's good. Janada, see, look, he said Janada. I think Janada. Okay. That was dope. Complex pattern, little details, like I said. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pause it. Oh, damn it. Okay, never mind. All right. Janada, look, he said Janada. Okay. All right. Let's look at this judges. Damn, he's like I was trying to do it before they did the point, but whatever. Nikki V is really strong physically, especially with the power, right? Here's the thing. Nikki V was a little heavy on the footwork. Tiny bit heavy on the footwork. I don't know, but I'm assuming that she was freestyling as well. Not her moves, but just the footwork in between her moves. She was kind of freestyling, and thus that made it maybe look a little bit heavy. And again, doing footwork takes more mental bandwidth than when you're doing a set, right? If you're doing a set of footwork, just doing a set period is not so much mental bandwidth. But freestyling takes a lot more mental bandwidth. And with that mental bandwidth, your nervous system fries, you're not breathing as well, and you're going to get heavier. That's just what it is. For all my, you got to freestyle because that's what you got to do, B-boy, whatever. You don't know science. You don't understand how the body works. You have to be specifically gifted in that skill set. And that's not easy. It's not overnight. You don't learn how to do that overnight. That's why, like, when teachers out there, make sure you understand how the central nervous system works before introducing something like, oh, freestyle. Understand mental load. Mental load affects the central nervous system and the breathing, and ultimately you're round under pressure. And that's for all the 80s B-boys out there. Give me an 80s B-boy that can talk how I could talk, and we'll talk. Then I'll give you props. So far, I just hear flavor. All right, whatever. Okay, so Ruin gave it to Nikki. I think that's solid because of as far as her strength in power moves, but the all-around strength and stability goes to Janada. You said Janada. I say Janada. You corrected me, Josh. Janada, like Canada. I think she was more solid as far as movement. Like there was nothing shaky about her moves, right? And they look a little bit more intricate at the same time. And as far as dance, like both of them aren't really dancers, but that's who I have to give it to as well, is Janada. All right. Let me know in the chat if you agree, because we're about to get to the finals already. Just like that. Like that. We're going to the finals already of the Denver BC1 B-girl battle. We're going to the finals. We're going to the finals. And then we're going to go to the B-boy. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. Josh, before we play this, is there any battles you want to see from the B-boy battles? I heard they're pretty good. A lot of drama. A lot of drama. All right. Come on, chat. Let me know. Is there any B-boy battles you want to see? You know what I mean? Before I play the finals, put it in the chat. What B-boy battles you want to watch? You want me to react to? Especially the drama. Give me the drama. All right. All right. Okay. Without further ado, we're going to go watch the B-girl. Right away. Wait, that's semis though. Isn't there like other? I'm gonna pick one. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick one before I pick those. Right. I want to pick an earlier battle. Right. I don't want to just go to the semis. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Yeah, I kind of want to watch that one too. I think all right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right. Damn, everyone's voting for the create battle. Holy crap. Was he really? Okay, we're going to talk about it. We're going to watch the Bcone battle first. Then I want to know your guys' okay. Because remember, I haven't watched nothing. I have watched Kid Gubby clips, but that doesn't give me context for anything. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now, if you could put it up on the screen, Josh, we're going to have the B-Girl finals. We're going to have B-Girl KT versus Janada. Watch Wicked say Janada. Watch Wicked, like, you guys clown on me on people saying people's names. Wicked said it wrong, bro. It's not just me, see? It's not just me. All right, here we go. Janada. Watch him say Janada again. All right. Okay.
Fire. KT with the response.
Ooh. Ooh. Strong power.
Round one. Yup.
Okay. Ooh. That last freeze though.
Round two. Come on. Sonata. Fire, fire. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
That Colorado elevation is real.
Round two. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yup. Come on.
Looking a little heavy. All right, last round.
Last round. Let the Colorado make some noise. Yeah. We ain't done. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. Last round for K. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Flag? Two flags?
Last round for KT. Come on.
All right. Let's see what you do in the finals, right? Third round.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, both directions too. All right. Wait. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Before we watch the rest of this, right? Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. Before we watch the rest of this, does this work? Nope. Okay. Before we watch the rest of this, all right. Josh, was there a lot of people there? Like, or spectators? More than just a breaking crowd. That's what I want to know first before we go into even the B-boys, right? Because, we just heard, a lot of noise for swipes. You know what I mean? Which, like, is an ill move, but, a breaking crowd doesn't give it up so much for something like that. You know what I mean? But a regular spectator crowd will, right? Like grandmas, grandpas, and moms and uncles, right? So let me know in the chat, Josh, if there was a lot of regular spectators. So let me analyze this battle first. Obviously, Janada took it, in my opinion, and we all know that she won because it was posted. Like I said, I just never watched the battle. Again, clean. She looks solid with her movement. One thing about pacing is that sometimes people want to explode and go crazy. But with Janada, she paced and she looked strong with the movements that she did. All right. I would give it up for the first round for KT, wasn't strong. Second round wasn't strong, but her third round was strong. Now, if she would have done that from her first, the same type of strength and energy that she had in the first, if it was what she had in the third, if she had it in the first and second, I think it would have been maybe a closer, as far as decisions. But I don't know who's pointing where. All right, we're about to find out right now. All right, let's see what the judge's decision is. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna watch this first. We already know who won the other one too. Okay, it's fine. Oh wait, we don't. Okay, we don't know. All right. So we don't know the votes then, right? That sucks. We don't know the votes. I want to know the votes, but we don't know. But she won. All right. And we already know who won the Bboy as well. It's fine, right? We're reacting to the battles. Like I said, and not just watching not Kid Guppy, and just watching the clips. All right, here we go. Well, I still, it's decent. You mean there was half and half? Was it half spectator and half breaking crowd, or was it more breaking crowd, maybe a quarter spectator? I gotta know. This is gonna determine some of the antics that happened this weekend in Denver. You know what I'm saying? It's going to determine why, unless I see something that I don't know about. But all right, so on the chat, I'm going to go down the chat real quick, and let's go. Let's see what people want. They want to see this battle. We're going to save that battle. We're going to save it. People want to see this battle. Holy crap. All right, this one. All right, cool. We might have to start with this battle right here. Ooh, that's another one. That's two for this battle. I'm not, yo. I gotta know what's going on, bro. I gotta know what's going on, because there's a lot of requests here. There's a lot of create requests here. Which is this? What did I miss? What did I miss? I talked about it on my live yesterday without watching the battles. Just my theories on certain reactions. I'm gonna save this next to the finals. I'm gonna save this one next to the finals, okay? But what I want to watch is this one. We're gonna watch this one, okay? We're gonna watch this one first, because I think this is interesting. This is interesting. This one is interesting. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Looking. Aha! It's top 8. Tight. All right. It's early enough in the battle. You know what I'm saying? It's early enough in the battle. I really want to watch this. Ew. All right. Wait. Before we watch this battle, before we watch this battle, I'm going to say this. We're going to talk about values in approach. What do people value? Does it work? Doesn't it work? Is there a dogma that's attached to it? What I mean by dogma is they're almost like a strong echo chamber of this is what's dope and this is what's not dope, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I will try to be as non-biased as I can, which I should be doing when I'm judging. And then I'm going to give my biased opinion. Let's just do that. All right, let's just do that. Can't wait to watch this battle. Can't wait. All right, here we go. We're going to watch Kulani versus Bowsy. All right, and here we go. Wait. Set it up first. Boom. 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 Kulani versus Bowsy. Elephant Graveyard, Massive Monkeys versus Rockport.
It's going down right about now. Punani. Round one.
This boy is strong, man. Ooh, he tucked into a tip to 90 from a windmill.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Round one for Bowsy.
Now we got Bowsy.
Bowsy with the response. Talk to him, talk to him.
Yo, okay. All right. All right, round two. Holy crap. Dude.
Punani, last round. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh.
All right. Okay. 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 This is, yeah, that was the moment. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Before we move on, I'm gonna need the chat to reply to this. All right. First of all, that was a good battle. Let's just tell the truth. That was a good battle, man. Um, my objective opinion first. I believe that, well, we know that Bowsy won. Do I agree with the judges? Yeah, I do agree with the judges. Kulani, my God. Like I said, that windmill, then he tucked himself into a kip into the 90 was insane. Always strong. But there were a few misses execution wise. There were a few misses. You know what I'm saying? Including Kulani's round. There were a few misses. When he did the kip to his feet or to his one leg, grabbing his foot, it kind of looked a little this, right? Again, execution is the most objective thing in judging, right? And that could have cost him because it was close. Bowsy was on point, man. Like he hit everything, right? So if I were technically judging it, they're both strong too. But there's that Kulani has that flow strong, right? One movement, like like chain movements together in one, like a steam train. While Bowsy was more breaking down rhythms, but still executing with full of energy. So, but execution wise, because of that train that Kulani's on, and it kind of flipped, it's harder to execute, right? Here's a tip: it's easier to execute that if you're not dancing. If you don't care about the music, it's easier to execute that style because you still have to time it, right? When you're on that like steam train style of flow, you have to wait for the music to make sure you hit it on beat. While if you were listening on beat, you're going by your rhythm and you could hit it. You could execute, boom. But that's what takes it away from being a dance, right? Or it can't. Bowsy, on the other hand, he could play with it, play with rhythm, stop, go, stop, go. It's broken. right? And then he can execute. It's easier to execute. It's easier to hit that twitch muscle in those situations, right? To the music anyway, right? To the music. Now we're gonna talk about the drama. Obviously, Kulani's saying, I don't like your dancing. You know what I'm saying? Kulani's saying, I don't like your dancing. Don't know if he doesn't like dancing, but he's saying, I don't like your dancing. And he made fun of it. That's interesting. Because now we're talking about. That's why, like, man, I wish he would have executed. And then I want to see what the judges were going to vote. Because then we're going to see the style preference come out in the judges. You know what I mean? If the execution was just as good as Bowsy, then we would have seen what the judges like. But it made it a little bit easier, or I made it a lot easier with the mixed execution. And it wasn't even really like miss execution. It was just not catching certain things as much as what he could have. Again, if there was no music and Kulani was going by his pace and his rhythm, he would execute it. But this is the problem with that style. It's harder to be on beat. You have to wait because you're adjusting to the music. You know what I mean? So let's see where the judges goes. I'm just saying, he's standing on either he's standing I don't like your dancing, or he's standing on I don't like dancing. I want intricate movement. While Bowsy's like, I'm a dancer. You know what I mean? But he's doing big moves at the same time. All right, let's go to the judges. All right, judges, let's see what you vote for. It wasn't a tie. It wasn't a tie. It wasn't a tie.
Denver, Colorado, y'all feeling that? Make some noise!
It wasn't a tie, though. It wasn't a tie.
All right.
No, it was a tie.
Here we go.
It wasn't a tie.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it was unanimous. Okay. Ooh, the controversy already. The controversy. You know what I mean? The controversy. There's controversy already. He said he was a biter? Who? When? I didn't see that part. But yeah, again, it's execution why he won. And this is the hot take, is that if there was no music, I believe Kalani would have executed. That style is easier to do when there's no music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like one energetic movement. It's like a train, like Dizzy, B-Boy Dizzy from Supernaturals. It's like a train. It's actually harder to, like, you have to adjust it to land on beat. Right? Versus like Bowsy could be on top of the beat. Like he's like on it. So there's such thing as on top of the beat, and there's such a thing on, in the beat. You know what I'm saying? I guess gets back to the lamp. Know what I'm saying, B? Know what I mean? Okay. All right. What's next, guys? What's the next battle we should watch? Okay, let me go back to that list. All right, we're gonna watch, dude. Y'all really was like, create. Should we watch a create battle, or should we watch another battle before we get to the semis? You know what I mean? Okay. Babalu versus create will be towards the end. I think we're gonna watch maybe the two semis, and then right before the two semis, the Babalu versus create, or unless that is a semi, so that makes it even easier, right? Let's see. What's next, guys? Cypher battle. We're not watching a Cypher battle. Look at the dark. Oh, that's really dope. Like, nah, man, this is like a sports center, man. There's no culture here. I'm a sports analyst. Okay. He said when Random Vision said when he did the leg grab move, Kalani called him a biter. Seemed like he was just mad he was getting a reaction or something. I gotta watch it again. Now. I don't know if there's Biting is like you're asking a guy that's 50 that's been in the scene for 35 years and you're talking about biting. Guess what? I think everyone's biting. Like I've seen that back in 1991. Like, so I don't exactly know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? All right. Call out battle. Was there a call out battle? Was there a call out battle? Okay. King Julio versus Jihad. Okay, we'll watch that. All right, Josh, we'll watch that. And then we're gonna watch all the create requests. All the create requests. Jihad versus Julio. Okay. All right, where is that? Let me see. What was this? Oh, okay. Skip that. Jihad versus Julio. Jihad versus where is this? Where is this? Jihad versus Julio. All right, here we go. Top 16. Jihad versus Julio. Is there a Josh? Is there a specific reason why we're pulling up this battle? You know what I'm saying? Is there a specific reason we're just a good battle? All right, we're gonna watch it. Top 16. Jihad versus Julio. And here we go. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Come on. Round one. Yeah, turn that up, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Julio. Round one. Oh.
All right.
Brian, can you turn up the music, please? All right, let's get it. Round two, 1, 2.
All right. Good crowd. Good crowd.
Let's go to free. See how with the response. Round one. Come on. See how. Come on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he said I can take it to the air too.
Good song, man.
Oh. Oh yeah. Jeffrey.
Like it.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
The level change.
All right.
Round two for Julio. Oh, he's right down there. Last round. Get Julio. Bboy. Come on. Oh yeah. Come on. Hey. Yo, that AC was
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. 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 Not bad. All right.
Last round for Jihad. Last round. Last round. Come on, y'all.
All right. All right. All right. You know what? I have a feeling I should wait for the judges before I give my opinion. Ooh. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wait for the judges.
All right, y'all, come on, make some noise for y'all B-boys, man. Come on. Judges, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Oh, how did I know I should have waited for the judges?
Noise for Jihad.
Let's okay. What were the judges count again? Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let's look at the judges count again. All right. Let's go back. Hold on. Okay, I'm pausing it right there. I am pausing it right there. All right, let's look at it. Okay, let's talk about it. I disagree with the judges. I disagree with the judges. Um, let's go by the analytics, okay? Shall we? Physically, Jihad was stronger. Physically, Julio, even though he had strong moves, like even in his threads, he wasn't holding his body up as much. Concept wise, I will say Julio is stronger, concept wise, right? He did a little bit more different things with threads, a little bit on the flexible tip, like just waves and, you know, what I mean, worms and interesting things. But just physically, he wasn't as strong as Jihad. And if you want me to be real, originality, both of them, nah. Again, been in the scene for 35 years. Like I've seen everything. There's only variations of the same things, right? So originality, I wouldn't give it to either of them. But as far as composition, Julio had a little bit more different variety of composition. Jihad didn't, but Jihad was physically stronger. You know what I mean? Like that counts. Like I don't know why that don't count no more. This is how we got into the ray gun, Bgo ray guns mess. Because we're going style over physical strength. And it's like style still has to be strong, like physically strong. If it's not, dude, even all styles dancer has to be balanced on their big toes, engaging their whole body for a style to look good. So I'm not saying that King Julio was bad, just in this battle, Jihad was physically stronger. His concepts were clearer. So I don't agree with the judges. Data and Kate. Don't know, you know, as far as like I could ask Data, I could ask Kate. I see what they said about that, you know, and they might say stuff that's like, well, I want originality. Then I can't really say nothing, you know what I'm saying? I can't really say anything. I want to see something different. I can't really say anything because to me, you know what I mean? Like non-biased, I'm looking at the physical evidence, which is, let me say it scientifically. Jihad's biomechanics is stronger than King, you know, Julio's. That's it. All right. That was good. Thanks, Josh. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go on the create block. Shout out to Bboy Create, creator of the Step Picks mat. I rock it all the time. They paid me for a while. You know what I mean? Shout out to Create, man. That guy's been killing it. All right. So, which Create battle should we watch first? Which Create battle should we watch first? Should we watch where is it? Create versus Nebs. Ooh, yeah. Let's actually, you know what? Let's watch Create versus Nebs. I think that's the one we should watch. I had a live on Instagram yesterday. And we're not talking about like actual breaking. We're talking about presence and fashion and attitude. So this is going to be one that's pretty interesting. Watching Create versus where is it? Create versus Nebs. Create versus Nebs. Because I said that, like, so Create's from Kazakhstan, you know what I mean? And he's very much from the Eastern Bloc, right? Russia, Ukraine, that area, right? So they tend to be a little bit more stoic. You know what I'm saying? They tend to be more stoic. And you know, the thing is with breaking, there's so many different like opinions, right? Uh there's so many different opinions on breaking. And then we're talking about values. And I was saying yesterday, like, you know how like all the older guys are saying, "Oh, all the B-boys dance the same. There's no one original." Blah blah blah, yakety blackety blah blah whatever, right? Okay, the moves are the same. Everyone has the same moves. Everyone has the same moves. Like, let's be really realistic, right? What's original now is the rhythm and the direction change and the composition. That's what's different about now and back then. The only other thing you have is your presence. That's the only thing original, right? That's your fingerprint in breaking, is who you are, right? And Create is from Kazakhstan, right? He's from the Eastern Bloc. So guess what? Stoicism. It's not really like, have you ever heard of a Michael Jackson from Russia? Like, no. You could like, but if you think of Drago from, Rocky 4, and the attitude of a Russian is very stoic. They don't barely smile. So that's going to affect the style of breaking, right? Then you got Nebs, right? Nebs is like the incel killer. I call Nebs the incel killer from that DMV battle, right? Like just a bunch of incels attacking Nebs, right? This guy's like fashionable, but he's anti-fashion. You know what I mean? Like Nebs is anti-trend, but I'm gonna be fashion. Like he's the type of guy walk into a room, he's stealing all the girls, right? Like all the girls are turning their neck, and that's without breaking, right? And I'll say this because there's different values depending where you're from. That's what's still different. Some regions still value like, oh, that's original, even though there's nothing original. Some regions value top rock. Oh, he's not dancing. I mean, thus we had that whole thing with Kalani and Bowsy, right? Like we had that whole thing. Like that's on value. Like what do you value? And that's what makes breaking beautiful, but that's what makes breaking very hard to judge in competition. And we just kind of saw it. We kind of just saw with Jihad and Julio, which is it's regional. You know what I mean? We can look at Data's breaking, like, okay, he's looking at original composition, right? We can look at Kate, same thing. But then we could look at Rua and be like, well, you know how hard that was? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how hard that was? So that's what makes it like this. That's why it's very hard, to be like, oh, he got robbed. And this is where I'm going to go, well, this is why there's such thing as the trivium. That's why there's such thing as the threefold. You know what I'm saying? This is why you have it, because they want to be fair across the board, right? Like Storm Storm and Renegade created a judges system that tries to be fair across the board, right? Or one doesn't, you know, one is not above the other, but it's only going to be matched up comparative wise to the other person. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. So we're going to watch Nebs, Nebs, the incel killer versus the stoic Breaking Bad creator of the Step Picks, Matt. Create. All right, let's watch it. It's like I hear another heated one. All right, okay, if you say so, guys. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I knew it.
You know what I'm saying? The anti-fast and fashion guy. And I'm gonna hold the judges. Let's go watch this real quick. Oh. Uh-oh. One go. Holy crap. What I tell you about Stoic? Oh, man. Oh, it looked like they could take. Holy crap. That could have played a factor. Oh. This is a good battle, man. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Whoa. That was crazy. Pause. Pause. Nope. You're not gonna. Nope. 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 We're gonna rewind a little bit. Nope. 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 Boom. We're gonna go there. Looks like the video's longer, so I guess it's gonna be time, but I don't know. Let's discuss real. What did I say, man? What did I say? Freaking creates like Morrissey, bro. Stoic or Johnny Cash. Like I don't know, some stoic music. I'm always gonna relate to music, right? Like Nabs is freaking ASAP Rocky, bro. Like flamboyance, out there, energy. There was maybe a slight flip, but then because of the energy, it's like, ooh. And you know, creates like, I must break you. You know what I mean? Like, I must break you. I will do what I have to do to break you. And it was good, man. It's not even contrast of styles because their styles are actually very similar, right? Really unique moves. It's the presentation or what you guys would call flavor. We gotta get rid of that word now. Like we just gotta stop saying flavor, man. If you guys look, Gen Z, if you guys are using words like Riz, then we're not gonna use flavor no more. If you guys stop using Riz, we'll stop. You know, we'll stop using. We'll continue to use flavor. But if you guys continue to use Riz, let's move on, bro. Like, cause like you need a better definition. You know what I'm saying? It's game anyway. It's game, not Riz. Man, you guys watch too much Kaisa not. You little skibbities. Anyway, contrast of style, man. Contrast of style. That one was tougher to judge. I think that one was tougher to judge because technically, like, okay, technically, creates crazy. He has little unique moves that he shifts, you know, some of the moves, right? But like performance wise, man, Nebs is here. So it's like, I don't know. All right, now we're gonna go to judges. Glad I wasn't judging. All right, let's go.
2, 1.
Okay. Okay. That's that area where she's from, like Kazakhstan, Ukraine. You know, it was all part of the USSR at one point. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, so oof. Okay. Well, that's what they wanted, right? Like, it's close. It was close, right? But as DJ Renegade would say, no ties, no ties. Even though I give ties too. Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, right? But if there was no ties, and it was based on execution, I would have gave it to Create just because I felt like Nebs rushed it a little bit. But that's how I would be like, this is how it's fair, right? You don't want to rush your movements either. Again, this is what we have the situation we have with Kalani. You know, he's trying to find the timing to the music, and it just didn't. And then his landing wasn't as strong as it could have been if there was no music, because he would have gone to his pace. You know what I mean? All right, let's watch this. Here we go. Here we go. This is crazy.
You're welcome. You are welcome. You already know.
Here we go.
Hey, who won it? Who won it? I think Ned's won it. Come on.
Here we go. Oh, that could have cost it right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's out.
Ned's is not playing. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Create with the response. Come on. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Create.
All right.
All right.
I think I know who the judges. Let's go watch this real quick.
Come on, y'all.
Let's watch this real quick.
Oh yeah, we starting to fill in now. That was a live battle. Live battle. But guess what? Only one can advance. I mean, the creativity and the skill level that these B-boys are performing nowadays is amazing. We're gonna take it to the judges one last time. No ties, y'all. Come on. Judges, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Okay. You guys just saw what I was talking about. The pace. Let me break it down to you scientifically. Pressure's on, fight or flight turns on, your moves are out the window. It's just like some Mike Tyson thing. Everyone has a game plan until you get punched in the face. And the punch in the face in that situation was a tiebreaker. Oh, I have to do another tie? This is a strategy when you get to a tiebreaker, the unexpected thing that happens in a tiebreaker. You do what Create did. You inhale, you exhale, and you relax. You actually slow down. Because then you, again, remember the game is execution. The most objective thing in this thing we do is execution. Even if the judges might be like, I don't know, whatever. Your rate of winning a competition goes higher. The probability becomes higher because you can execute. And mind you, I'm saying not even on beat. Because being on beat puts more pressure to be on beat. And if the game is to, this is where you like, fuck culture. If the game is to win, then fuck culture. But if the game is to be culture, fuck winning. All right, I'm gonna address this real quick. Profo, where Dr. Cologne when he's so hip hop? Why he never show up? How about you tell me all the B-boys and B-girls that are from America, and then we could talk. Because I think anyone that is not in the breaking scene is whack. Anyone that's not in the modern breaking scene or the past breaking scene is whack. Why? Because I'm 50 and I know all about the past and present, so and the future. So yeah, I've traveled to 4 different countries this year alone. Don't talk about hip hop to me when I got flown out to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. I think from here on out, we're just gonna watch create battles. All right. I think the next one we're gonna watch. Should we already go there? Should we go to the controversial one? Should we go to the controversial one already? Let's do. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do Babalu versus Create. Let's watch this already. Wait, was that? Wait, what? What? Yo, at what point? Oh, it's not even semis? Holy crap. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's watch Babalu versus Create right now. Holy crap. Let's watch this. I'm going to give my objective opinion first. Then I'm going to give my editorial after. All right, here, let me put this on the screen real quick. Put this on the screen. Put this on the screen. Where is it? Aha, here it is. Babalu versus Create. Let's go. Here we go. Whoops. Move this here real quick. Let's do this real quick. All right, here we go. Babalu versus Create. We're going to go be on a Create bender right now. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I said earlier, too. You know, Bob Creates from the Eastern Bloc. You know what I'm saying? He's from Kazakhstan. Very difficult to do. Whoa, that was weird. All right. That guy just throws 90s and 2Ks from nowhere, man. I swear to God. Okay. Mental note that Mickey was a little. Interesting. Definitely contrast of styles at this point. Yeah, this is contrast of styles and presentation. Whoa, that was dope. Okay. All right. Let's go. Classic Babalu. Yeah. You know what? I want to say, I don't watch the judges. I want to save my objectivity until we see the judges. I'm going to just let it ride, guys. I'm going to let it ride.
Judges, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I love it. The hate feeds me. Woo-wee! All right. All right, let's go to this chat first. Margot says, you tell me if I'm wrong. Babalu is like a young blood. Do you consider he his kind of like? Wait, what? Is he young? Yes, he's young. He was probably like one of the youngest people in there, right next to Kaimana or Mana Breaks, right? Like I think he was like the youngest one. Um, so much to unpack there. So much to unpack there. You know what I mean? So much to unpack there. I'm only gonna be on. I'm gonna watch. I got 2 battles left of me, guys, or 3 battles left of me. 3 battles left of me, and then I gotta call it a day. Uh, I just gotta say this. Again, for you young people, if you guys know who Morrissey is, right, or Johnny Cash, very stoic. That's Create. Very stoic, right? Very paced. Some would say monotone. I wouldn't necessarily say that. But just the attitude, right? Babalu, flamboyant, right? Like he's like, take away breaking, take away the breaking. If they were to both just walk into the room, Create, I said this on my live yesterday. Create is more stoic, more Morrissey, Glenn Danzig, Johnny Cash, right? Babalu is like Bruno Mars. It's bubblegum pop. You know what I mean? Take away the breaking. Take away the breaking. That's just what it is. That's why I asked earlier, Josh, how many people were spectators versus practitioners, because that plays a factor in the crowd. Will pop that just like, let's go to a breakdance competition gonna like Create? No, he's not. He's too stoic. There's no expression. But even dynamically, here's the thing, dynamically too, Babalu is a little stronger, man. Like as far as like twitch muscle fiber. Now, if we're talking just like balance, they're both equal. Twitch muscle fiber, Babalu has in spades, man. In spades. You know what I mean? Here's one thing I did see though in Babalu's first round, I believe his first round, when he went for the Mickey, kind of slipped and jumped into something else. That could have played a factor, right? That could have played a factor. Depending on, again, ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, That is a good question right there. That is a very good question. But like, let me finish my thought though. Because obviously, right, there was this one moment in the battle, Babalu went out and he did all the nice dances, right? And when I say by the nice dances, like I said, if it was nothing but Gen X in that panel, they're looking at Create as God. It just be 100. If I gave you like, if the panel was all Gen X, like from the East Coast, Create hands down would have won no matter what. Now, if it's all Gen Z judges, they're gonna give it to Babalu. And this is like something that this is something that T.I. the rapper said that was very important that made me understand style and like your perception. When you open up a yearbook, the first thing you're gonna look at is like you're gonna look for yourself. So for a lot of like the guys my age, I'll be straight up honest. We're gonna look for swishy pants. We're gonna look for just intricate stuff. You gotta understand this. This is how I'll put it. I went to a J. Rue concert back in 1998. And he did a song called Come Clean. And he said this. And this is where Gen Z will not what? J. Rue said hardcore 5% rapper was like, y'all want to see me do Michael Jackson? And the crowd went, yeah, come on, y'all want to see me do Michael Jackson? They're like, yeah, fuck no, I'm not going to do no Michael Jackson. And you have the most, and for Gen Z, you have the most hardcore rapper being like, I love Michael Jackson, man. He was such a great entertainer. Notice the difference. So if I say, if it was a Gen X panel, straight up, like Ruins a Gen X panel, East Coast Gen X, Create one all day. Doesn't matter what Babalu does. If it was a Gen Z panel, Babalu wins hands down. But as far as execution, there was that one when Babalu went for the Mickey, he landed it and kind of jumped out of something, even though it's considered freestyle and he's recovering. That might have played a factor. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? So, because that's what I'm saying. It's just like Morrissey versus Bruno Mars, man. Like that's the best way I can put it. Right? They're both very strong in balance. But as far as twitch muscle fiber, I would give it to Babalu. You know what I mean? Physically, his twitch muscle fiber fires out. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's sprinting, like bah, and that's physical attribute. But again, that misexecution might have been a factor. And again, does the general audience understand this type of stuff? No, they're gonna go for Bruno Mars all the way, man. They're not gonna. They don't give a fuck about no Johnny Cash talking about going to jail and freaking he's making me sad, man. I want to be happy. You know what I mean? And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Gen Z don't understand. Like a lot of hip hop is like fuck everyone type shit. It should be punk rock. If it ain't punk rock, if it's pop, then get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm already going on tangents. All right, we're gonna watch the semifinals now. We're gonna watch the semifinals now. All right, let's go to Owls versus Bowsy first, and then we're gonna go to like I don't know if we actually yeah. Let's go. We've seen enough Create. We know he gets to the finals. We're gonna watch Owls versus Bowsy, and then we're gonna watch Create versus Bowsy, and then we're gonna call it a day. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. This should be good. This should be good. Yes, the prelims is up on Bboy Network, right? We're just not reacting to it, right? And I never got to the we'll get to that one thing first. All right, yeah. Put the link in there, Josh. Put the link in there. All right, let's go to boom. Owls versus Bowsy. Let's go. Boom. And boom.
He said, I'm gonna have to do it.
It should be good.
I know, starting it off. Round one. Show him how the style's done. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yup. Come on. Yeah. Yo. Oh.
All right. Thank you, Josh.
Do that. Watch this.
Ooh, that was dope.
Oh. Come on. Round one. Yeah. Say, come on, come with it.
Bowsy,
Bouncy, let's go.
hometown hero.
All right, then. I wish this was my beat. I wish I made this beat.
At 1.5.
That's that 1.5. Oh! Round one, bounce. Yeah!
All right, stick around.
Round for Arlo! Yeah! Last round! Arlo! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh! Oh yeah! Last round!
All right.
Oh yeah! Here we go! Last round for Bouncy! Come on!
Ooh. Wow.
Yo! Yo! Bouncy!
All right. Okay.
We're gonna take it to the judges.
All right, let's
Here
go.
we go. Who's moving through to the
All right,
next
man.
round?
Right.
Judges,
Yeah, I
here
agree
we
with
go.
the judges.
3,
I just want to
2,
do the decision.
1.
All right.
Bouncy!
Yeah, I agree with Bowsy. Okay. So we're gonna go back to I agree with the judges. It's pretty simple right there. To me, that was simple. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? He won, right? Bowsy won. As far as Kid Break versus Babalu, if it was 2 rounds, Babalu. If it was 3 rounds, 4 rounds, let's just put 4 rounds, I would say Kid Break. Just variety wise, I feel like Kid Break has a little bit more than Babalu. Babalu is more explosive again. That yes, I can't take that away from the kid. You know what I'm saying? Part of it is like it's just in moments, right? Like in moments, like tiebreakers is opposite. Unless you have the stamina and the energy to do like go balls out and execute, right? But make sure that your central nervous system is ready for that type of like like load, right? Like you're talking about like physical and mental load, right? And stress. Your best strategy is actually to do the opposite. You have to calm down your adrenaline so that way you can execute, right? And I would let go of the music or whatever like that, just execute, like kind of like Quick Create did, unless you're trained to do that. Um, but in the long run, if it was 4 rounds, then I would give it to Kid Break just because he knows he has variety of movement. You know what I mean? All right. Spicy calls. Ooh, that's good. All right. Now we're going to watch the finals and then we're going to call it a day. A day, right? We're going to call it a day. It's pretty good. Oh, this, man, this is it's been a pretty entertaining stream, man. Pretty entertaining, dude. Pretty entertaining. All right, here we go. No, we're not watching anymore, guys. That's it. I'm calling it a day. We're gonna watch this finals and call it a day. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch Create versus Bowsy. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Come on. Come on. Hey, they got Create going first, round one. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I'll do it. Double trouble. But that was a big slip, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. Tight. Not bad. All right. Ooh, okay. Okay. Whoa. Traveling. Wow. Man, that's control, man. That was pretty nasty, man. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little rough. I mean, here's the thing. Bowsy is from, I don't know if he's still living in Colorado, but there's that advantage of being from Colorado and the elevation again. Like I said, elevation plays a factor. That was nasty. Ooh. There you go. All right. Ooh. Yeah, you really gotta know Latin beats to really do the salsa type movements of salsa, you know what I mean? That plays a factor. So yeah, that's yeah. Oh shit, what? That elevation, man, I think it's the elevation. The elevation does play a factor, guys. Remember that. See what I mean? Look. And he's Latino, like. It's kinda like, well, you're gonna try to do that on me? Ooh. Yeah, and the energy's not stopping either. That twitch muscle's still firing. This is third round, is still firing at top level. Yeah, 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 yeah. I always thought it was so, but yeah, let's watch it. All right. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I think again, that Latin break came on and Create tried to do like these salsa movements. That's like me doing a power move battle and you know what I mean? Like I don't do power and I'm gonna like do that. Nah, I want to do my strength, right? Again, especially if it's like a all around battle. Like I have to like play to the probability of me, my execution. And this is where I'm like I said, man, like know your music. Know your music. And this is where it's like Bowsy versus Kulani. It's almost like if if that song came on when Bowsy and Kulani battled, then Kulani would look crazy because like, oh, this is a Latin beat. Let's see you do salsa. Oh, you can't? Well then, you know what I'm saying? You have to adapt. And that's the only problem when you have a set style and a set rhythm. The music could play against you. You know what I mean? The music could play against you. It's like this. These are the factors that you have to look at when you're competing, right? The factors of competing is one, your competitor, who you're against. Two, the music. Three, the judges. These are the factors you have to look at. And then you have to adapt. Now, let's say it was Bowsy versus Kulani, and it was like, let's just say it was a fast-paced song. And then Bowsy were to dance like that, it might look a little off because maybe that type of music you just don't try to groove to. That type, like, let's say it was like Smack Your Bitch Up by fucking Prodigy. It would be weird to kind of top rock and get funky because, you know, Smack My Bitch Up by Prodigy is an industrial song. You know what I'm saying? So it's just attack, 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 no groove, attack. That would play to Kalani's strength. You know what I'm saying? But if it was Kalani versus Bowsy in that song, then Kalani looks even more crazy. Like, what are you talking about? I'm Latino. This is my culture. I'm going to dance against you. Can you do it? Oh, you can't? Then shut the fuck up. So these are the factors like why it's hard when you lock into a style, it's hard for competition. You know what I'm saying? If you lock into a certain breaking style, it's hard for competition because you don't know what the song's going to be. And this is what's the great thing about ciphers. I don't like this song. I'm going to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like this song. I'm going to go. But the competition part is the game. We can't talk about culture and competition, guys. And I'm a culture dude. But I could give a fuck about winning or losing. That's all I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to culture, competition is its own thing. You guys already made up your own rules. You guys made up your own gestures. So it's like, don't talk about culture when we're talking about competition. Because it's about the whole point is to win. You know what I'm saying? The whole point is to win. Culture is out the freaking window. It's gone. Bye. Like, bye bye. It's execution. It's not like, oh, culture, hip hop. Nope. It's done. It's done. It's a different thing. It's a breaking tournament culture. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like you want to like be culture, then do something else, man. You could be culture at an event, but then don't think culture is gonna win an event. You know what I mean? Like if you're in there to the event, like, okay, there's two goals when you enter a competition. Win or make your mark. You're gonna make your mark. You're more likely to make your mark culturally in a competition than winning a competition culturally. You see what I'm saying? Like we can't talk about culture, man. We can't talk about hip hop culture. We gotta talk about tournament breaking culture. And we need to differentiate it and not like, that way no one gets confused because we can't what was in the 80s and 70s does not apply here. And I don't want it to. I want it to evolve. You know what I'm saying? I want it to evolve. Like I said, Babalu versus Create, Bruno Mars versus Morrissey. A lot of the Gen Xers are going to be like, that's breaking, man. You know what I'm saying? That's breaking. But then, like, yo, if Babalu would have executed better, that gave him a better shot. He doesn't have to wear swishies and sports gear. Like, you know what I mean? So this is where it's like we have to figure out what we do with judging. You know what I'm saying? If we want it to be fair or we want it to be biased. Again, I'm not going to go to a Metallica concert and expect Britney Spears. The problem with competition is that all of it is there, and we're all trying to figure out who's going to win. That's very hard. Even the Grammys have different categories. You know what I'm saying? Like rock, rap, freaking classical. We're all trying to do it in one roof and try to see who wins. Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that. Well, that's all I got to say. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Again, we need to start defining stuff. You know what I'm saying? We need to start defining stuff a little bit more so that everyone understands. Because everyone, like I said, even though we're all doing the same moves, we still have regional approaches that are different from everyone else. Until we understand that, we can't talk about being robbed. Or there is a structured there's a structured judging system like the trivium or the threefold. You know what I'm saying? Seattle. All right, we're gonna react to it. You know what I'm saying? All right, excuse me. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Bboy Network Reacts with Profowon. Redbull BC1 2026 Denver Cypher Battle to the North. You can follow me on Instagram at PROFO_FLGZ. And I'll see you later, y'all. Peace.